3.7 the ticket, 1040 O Street from 8 to 11. Come on down. Oh, my goodness. Chicken and waffles today with some gravy.
Unbelievable.
They were good.
Unbelievable.
So good.
They're
so
delicious.
Good. And also let everyone know, first hour is proudly sponsored by Sandhills Global. Sandhills Global is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Career and internship opportunities are available at the global headquarters in Lincoln. Apply today at sandhills.jobs. And I got a report on AD.
Okay.
Guess where AD is speaking at today?
Where?
Denver, Colorado.
That is true.
And you know what makes it even better? Right across from Empower Field at Mile High Stadium. He sent me a picture of the stadium. And he said he's speaking at like Mile High Station or something like that. So
you're not familiar with it?
I haven't been to Denver in probably
for as big of a Broncos fan as you are, why don't you go to a game?
I went to a lot of games in like the 90s, early 2000s. Now
we are in 2024 now.
I've just became a television junkie. I mean, it's the same way for Nebraska games.
Interesting.
There's been offers where I've had to go to Nebraska games, and I've been like, I'm good with the television,
just hanging out at a bar,
television, bathroom, and a cigar.
Yeah,
and that's kind of my life. I mean, and I've been to. So back in the day, Nebraska football, I thought I'd been to like every home game from like 85 until 2004, probably.
Wow.
And I felt like I had done my time to the fact that I wanted like little kids and dads and sons to experience it. So I always would be like, if I'd get tickets for Nebraska games, I don't even know how many times I've done this where I've had tickets to a Nebraska football game and I'm walking into the stadium and I'll see a dad and a young son looking for tickets. And I just give them my tickets, and then I just go back to Jake's or wherever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just try to be a nice guy.
AD texts us and says, "Morning, fellas. Odd smell over at Mile High."
Hey,
and that's rotten.
That's the smell of championships.
When was the last Super Bowl? Oh, obviously Peyton Manning.
2015.
That was a long time ago. We're getting to the time where
I think Nebraska and Denver are like matched up together. I think the last bowl game was right around that same time too. Yeah,
2016 season.
Because in 20, yes, yeah. Oh well.
That's interesting. I think
I'm living a life of a lot of losing.
People got to remember now we're in 2024. That's going to be almost 10 years ago already. That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Think about how our lives have changed in just 10 years.
Yeah.
I was 13 when Peyton Manning won the Super Bowl. I was 13. No, 14. I was 14 running the Amigos.
That is crazy.
There I was. That's what I'm saying. And like the Cubs won the title or won the World Series in 2016. I couldn't drive yet.
That is wild.
I mean, so there's that.
I was pushing. I was already 40.
Yikes.
Yeah, I've been able to drive for about 26, 24 years.
I imagine that if we were to meet 10 years ago, we wouldn't be friends like we are now. 4-year-old Raff and 13-year-old Nick.
Oh, that'd have been weird.
Really weird.
But you have that the old soul.
Very much
so.
Even
though you're 23, you're more like 53.
I mean, we hang out all the time. I just sit there.
When everybody we hang out with, like Jack all the time, he's like, that Nick, he just does not look like a 23-year-old. Or does not act like a 23-year-old. And I've never seen you, like sometimes if you're, I don't say it, like when you're with like younger generation,
of course,
it's sometimes there's like a disconnect.
Yeah.
But I've never once seen you in one position where everybody always comes out. It's like, oh yeah, Nick, he, well beyond his years. So you never have anybody, that young kid, that little whippersnapper, get him out of here.
Yeah. So I just find a group of friends and I hang with them. And those are AD and you.
Friends,
brothers.
Oh my gosh.
Here we are.
There's a tear coming down my cheek right now.
Well, we need to get to break so we can hug.
Yes. Hug and eat more waffles.
Yes. Heavenly Waffles is down here, 8 to 11 a.m. Delicious. They're
so
trying.
Good.
They broke the news to us in a good way that they have chocolate espresso waffles that they are debuting. I think we get to try them out.
Yep, I think that's the rumor on the street. And don't forget, they're at Leon's now here in Lincoln. So if you if you're unable to make it down to 1040 O Street, Leon's, and then I think I know you can go to Heavenly Waffles, their website, and you can order the new flavors and all the packages and all that stuff. So they've got flavor, I think six flavors, maybe 7 with the espresso, or maybe that is the 6. But oh man, those waffles, they're so good.
I see him passing out plates. I think we should go to break. Come on down. Come on down.
Come on down.
8 to 11 a.m. Heavenly Waffles. Heavenlywaffles.com. You can check them out online.
Say hi. Come get a Nick Sainert autograph.
Come get a picture with Raff.
A picture with Raff's Roadies pictures. Come on down, Raff's Roadies.
No charge. All you gotta do is buy a waffle.
Yeah,
there it is.
You don't have to buy a waffle. I mean, you have to buy a waffle. Well,
Yes.
You can buy a waffle, but I mean, I'll take pictures with anyone.
Let's take a break, Raffy. We got a lot to talk about. Maybe a little NBA, a little Husker baseball in the next couple of segments as well.
A lot of
Just a
daggers.
disappointing evening there down at Haymarket
I watched
Park.
the baseball game. Did you watch the baseball game?
I did. We'll get to it.
Good.
We'll get to it.
All right.
Talk a little Husker
We'll
football
go
as
at
well.
the break. This is the Drive, 93.7. That take it.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Highball Bar in downtown Lincoln is open and located just north of 11th and O Street. Highball Bar offers a vibe and atmosphere like no other, making it the perfect place to grab a drink or beverage before kickoff on April 27th. Not heading downtown for the spring game? Visit the Highball Bar for daily specials, live music, and much more. Spend your spring game Saturday just north of 11th and O and within walking distance of Memorial Stadium at the Highball Bar in downtown Lincoln.
Do you need motivation to get to the gym on the weekend or even in general? Tune into the Movement Hour each Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. Movement Academy owner Robert Kuhlman will host the show as he introduces new ways to stay in shape. The Movement Hour every Saturday morning from 10 to 11 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The need in our community, if you just look at the numbers, it's frightening. We're serving over 1,000 kids every day. With the passion of our people, I really feel like our potential to be of even greater service to kids and families who are struggling is just unlimited. But in order to have the greatest impact, we need all the help we can get from the community.
Community means something different to everyone. But for me, it means cheering on those around you during the good times and helping them out during the tough times. I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I've been blessed with the support of my friends, family, coaches, and community throughout my life. When looking for a bank to call home, it was easy to choose Midwest Bank. I never feel like just another customer, and they're proud to support their communities. They love what they do, and it shows. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Hello? Believe it or not, old phones are one of the most common pain points in offices today. Many of these phones are beyond repair because parts aren't available to fix outdated devices. Whether it's a traditional phone system or cloud-based VoIP technology, Hamilton Business Phones can help upgrade your connection. We make it easy to sync your office phone with yourself for seamless call handling, no matter where you work. If your current office phone can't do this, you deserve better. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you are passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives. It's getting nicer outside, but it's still hit or miss in the spring on golf weather. Not at Double Eagle Golf. You're home for always 72-degree weather with no wind. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues are underway, but stay tuned for info on indoor golf tournaments and book your bay for after the spring game in late April. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies, and it will be breezy. An afternoon high around 73. Tonight, a chance of showers and storms, the low around 45. And tomorrow, we'll see a few showers in the morning, then gradually becoming partly sunny by the afternoon. See a high around 58. Meteorologist Kyle Klecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring your friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, this deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
I see the future in our public school classrooms every day. I'm Jenny Benson, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. I also see how critically important parent and community support is to our students' success. Support your public schools. Get involved. Form a business school partnership or become a school volunteer. Great schools and great communities work hand in hand.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere sprayer during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Leverage the industry's latest technology with See and Spray to target weeds in season in corn and soybeans and use less herbicide per acre. Utilize Exact Apply to save in chemical usage and prevent over-application. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Contact your local Landmark location for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Amon Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Wednesday. Nice day outside.
Celebrating. It's a celebration today.
Celebration.
Jake Sorensen's a dad.
Jake's a dad. Congratulations, Jake.
We were fortunate enough to see pictures. Beautiful.
She's a cutie.
She is a beautiful, beautiful baby girl. So we're super, super excited for Jake and Elizabeth and their entire family. 6:27 a.m. this morning. We had a baby Sorensen.
That's
so
awesome.
That's pretty awesome. Really, really cool. So, all right, Raff, let's
okay,
talk.
Before we get to baseball, I got to say one thing before we get to Nebraska baseball. Have you seen the report coming from ESPN this morning about Bill Belichick?
I have not.
It's coming out now that they are saying that Robert Kraft called Arthur Blank Arthur Blank, the owner of the Falcons, and said, you probably don't want to hire Bill Belichick because he can't be trusted.
Oh, no.
I mean, are you kidding me? This guy wins you 6 Super Bowls. 6, yeah, 6.
Yep.
6 Super Bowls. I mean, I know Tom Brady played a part in it, and I know that you
did.
have a team, but why would you even put your nose into it? You let this coach go. You let him go.
No.
So, yeah, ESPN.
How do you just turn around and be like, don't hire this guy?
A guy that you said, oh, he's going to be my coach forever, and blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, you got to stay out of that man's business.
That is horrible. I mean, it is interesting though, because it makes you wonder why Belichick didn't get a job.
Yeah.
Because the Falcons were, I don't want to say a perfect spot, but they have some young pieces that are intriguing, right? The Bijan Robinsons, they have Kyle Pitts, obviously, Drake London on offense. They have also been somewhat active in free agency. And so it was a place where it wasn't going to take 5 years to be able to maybe make a playoff. That's not the case. Now, Washington might have been that type of situation. And we know that Belichick had talked to Washington a little bit, but it was just like, man, the Falcons seemed like the perfect situation. Belichick is a little bit older, right?
72 yesterday.
So maybe we're at a spot to where I said this back during the coaching carousel, and you can't blame him. Maybe he doesn't want to coach for another 8 years. Maybe he doesn't want to coach for another 6. Doesn't want to go through like the whole, not rebuild because you're not recruiting, but frankly, what it is a rebuild to where you're getting a quarterback. You got to find the right type of guys. You got to instill a whole new culture in the locker room, and you got to do it in the best league of football, in America. And so I just think maybe the Falcons just seemed like such a perfect opportunity for Bill Belichick's age, where he was at in his career, get maybe 3 years down the road and say, okay, you know what? I'm 75. Yeah. It's time to hang it up. But here, guess what? And if Robert, if Kraft said that, dang, how do you thank him for 6 Super Bowls, 6 rings, and publicly back him, and then just turn around and do that? That's brutal.
Yeah, it's crazy. And it'll be interesting to see how that plays out in the future, just for like going up on the Patriots Ring of Fame and making appearances for Super Bowl anniversaries. And,
yeah, because now how does Kraft feel about him?
Yeah, I would have to, man. And then for ESPN, so they got some validity behind it for them to come out and report it.
You would hope so.
So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what the response from Robert Kraft would be. I would assume he'd have to come out and just say, no, that's not what happened. I mean, but that's like assassination, somebody's character right there.
Well, I mean, it's so disappointing because once again, he did so much. Bill Belichick did. Now he's just making rounds as a speaker, right?
Yep.
Which I think maybe he'll end up enjoying that more.
I still think that if college football gets it to where analysts can coach on the field, I really believe that Bill Belichick will end up at Washington this year.
You think so?
Yep.
Man.
Because he was right after he spoke at the coaches clinic here in Nebraska, he was up in Washington the next weekend, and he was decked out in Washington garb because
I also know that he was at Northwestern.
Yeah. So making some money on the side,
just because he needs it. He used it all.
That's crazy.
He had already bought a house in Atlanta and realized, oh wait, Robert Kraft told him not to hire me. I don't need this house anymore. Now at the market, he's trying to sell it.
All right, let's move on to the gut punch.
Nebraska baseball. Do we have enough time in this segment to do it?
Yeah, because I don't really want to talk about it that much because it hurts. So that one stung.
Nebraska falls last night 6-4 to the Creighton Blue Jays.
We have a school bus pulling up for Heavenly Waffles.
That's that right?
Nice. Yeah, he just got out of the bus and walked in.
Dropped
off the kids and heading on down for a Heavenly Waffle.
The school bus is just parked on the side of O Street here.
That's the way we roll.
Nonetheless,
that's a Raff's roadie right there.
That's pretty awesome.
That's a Raff's roadie.
So anyway, I wonder where Nebraska goes. They're 23-11 now. Struggled immensely the last week and a half or so, ever since that Creighton midweek game up at Charles Schwab Field. And Nebraska needs to figure out a way to, well, frankly, just boost their bullpen. You have a 6th-year guy in Kyle Perry come in, and you're asking for 3 outs from him. And unfortunately, in 2 consecutive 2-strike counts, allows a base hit. That's tough, man.
See, that was
the stuff that kills you. Like,
that was the tough, because I understand they hit the grand slam.
Yep.
And I know the wind is for both teams. I get that. But it was like, you're looking at that hit and you're like, on a normal day, it's probably a can of corn pop fly to the center fielder. Just like the first home run that he hit was, I mean, they were wind aided, I thought.
Yes.
Got up in the jet stream. But he did it. But still, I guess I wouldn't be overly upset at the pitcher that gave up the grand slam, just for the fact that it looked like it was just going to be a pop fly. But
it was also on the first pitch of his outing. Rand Sanders came in and Dieters hit a grand slam over the center field wall. I just think that Nebraska's bullpen has dropped off dramatically these last 2 weeks. They got a good outing from Caleb Clark last night. The bats maybe weren't there as well as you wanted to see them early in the early stages. Didn't necessarily jump on the Creighton starting pitcher. Did the Husker bats? I just thought Nebraska. I mean, so the host of the regional possibility is probably out of the question now. However, I don't think Nebraska is in danger of losing like an at-large berth. I think also Nebraska would still be my personal pick to win the Big Ten Conference come next month. However, we're talking about differences between a 2 seed and a 3 seed. And that plays a factor, because you're either going to be if you're on that fringe line of a 2-3 seed, you run the risk of going in as against the top overall seed or something pretty close to it, right?
Back down in Arkansas again.
Yeah, or in this season, it's College Station.
Yeah.
It's Texas A&M.
Hey.
So that's who's number 1 right now in the country is Texas A&M.
And then, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, well.
Yeah, we dropped. Crowbait asked, didn't we drop out of the top 25? Yes.
And then I was also going to say this too.
In there.
To all the fellow J-Skers out there, I think they might be going extinct.
What do you mean?
There's a lot of passionate hate from Creighton towards Nebraska.
There's a lot of hate towards Nebraska, and there's a lot of hate towards Creighton.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much
so. If you're a J-Sker out there, I don't know. I think you might be in trouble, because, I mean, they celebrated last night like they won the World Series.
Well, so Nebraska, they play again in a short amount of time. Still in the month of April. They're going to play them 3 times in the month of April. Nebraska has to figure out a way to not lose to Creighton 3 times in the same month. That cannot happen.
And I think Will Bolt, I think last night drops to 1-6.
Creighton has beaten Nebraska 10 of the last 12 times that they've played each other.
Yeah, we gotta flip the script.
Creighton has defeated Nebraska 10 of the last 12 opportunities. So
gotta flip the script.
Yeah, pretty disappointing record, disappointing mark there. So they'll play later this month in April. That one's back up in Omaha at Charles Schwab Field as well. So, all right. Well, let's take it to break. Raffy, we got history coming up next.
All right, we'll throw it a break. This is The Drive, 93.7, The Ticket.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Several irrigation contractors in Lincoln go out of business every year, leaving sprinkler system orphans begging for service. The folks at Judson Irrigation shed a tear for these little fellas. They've been coddling these orphans for more than 40 years. From redesign, repairing, replacing, and restoring, remember the Judson Irrigation Orphanage.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
What a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh, yeah. This is a game changer.
Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks, exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better.
Hello? Hello? Believe it or not, old phones are one of the most common pain points in offices today. Many of these phones are beyond repair because parts aren't available to fix outdated devices. Whether it's a traditional phone system or cloud-based VoIP technology, Hamilton Business Phones can help upgrade your connection. We make it easy to sync your office phone with your cell for seamless call handling, no matter where you work. If your current office phone can't do this, you deserve better. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
I see the future in our public school classrooms every day. I'm Jenny Benson, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. I also see how critically important parent and community support is to our students' success. Support your public schools. Get involved. Form a business school partnership or become a school volunteer. Great schools and great communities work hand in hand.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Load up on meat and more this spring at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through April 23rd is buy one, get one free on 8-ounce flat iron steaks, limit 4 per visit. Also, buy one, get one 50% off on Montova grilled artichokes. And don't forget about lunch on Fired Up Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Locations at 84th and Havelock and 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Highball Bar in downtown Lincoln is open and located just north of 11th and O Street. Highball Bar offers a vibe and atmosphere like no other, making it the perfect place to grab a drink or beverage before kickoff on April 27th. Not heading downtown for the spring game? Visit the Highball Bar for daily specials, live music, and much more. Spend your spring game Saturday just north of 11th and O and within walking distance of Memorial Stadium at the Highball Bar in downtown Lincoln.
Hey guys, it's Bill Bush. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty has opened a new location in Pender, Nebraska, in addition to their office in Lincoln. The real estate world can be confusing, so why wouldn't you want an expert helping you every step of the way? If you're looking to buy or sell farmland in Nebraska, Kansas, or Iowa, give Ethan Sorensen a call today at 402-380-0432 or visit them online at nextagrealestate.com. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty with locations in Lincoln and now Pender, Nebraska.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska or online in your own home. Learn to ride a motorcycle, how to start a small business, how to dance, or take a course to advance in your current career path. See the full schedule of continuing education classes online at southeast.edu/continuing. SCC, your path to possible.
Here you go. Coffee's on me and my new BFF. I thought I was your best friend forever. BFF like best financial friend at Members Own Credit Union. Right now, they're offering $100 when you consolidate or transfer a loan or an existing credit card balance and meet requirements. Plus, you get great rates and free advice from a financial partner that will put you first. That sounds like a match made in heaven. Members Own Credit Union is the type of bestie you can count on. Get started today at memberzonecu.org/BFF. Limitations may apply. Equal housing opportunity.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
Grab a free burger and beer at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln on April 27th during their Husker Spring Game tailgate. Meet the Elway Power Sports team, play some tailgate games with them, and enter for a chance to win an official John Elway autographed football. Check out their huge selection of boats and watercraft for the summer, along with hundreds of motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides from all the major brands. Stop out and watch the game with them on April 27th. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, 27th and I-80. They'll be tailgating all day.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in April. Try their brand new cake batter cream cheese on any breakfast sandwich. And try the caramel latte, as 10% of proceeds from that drink will go to the Foundation for Lincoln Public Schools. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
The Nebraska legislature will soon vote to raise consumer prices by imposing a sales tax on advertising. Nebraska's small businesses would be hit hardest, forcing them to raise prices, meaning we'd all pay more for the things we need. contact your state senator and tell them no ad tax. Visit noadtaxnebraska.com to find your senator's contact information. That's noadtaxnebraska.com. A message from the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Now back to the drive with AD, Raff, and Amon Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Wednesday. It is Heavenly Waffles Wednesday. You have until 11 o'clock today to come on down to the studio, 1040 O Street, and get your Heavenly Waffles. Chef Bob is serving them up hot.
I know Rico posted a photo on his Twitter. I know I posted a photo on my Twitter. Did you post it all?
I did, but you never like or retweet
So-
any of my stuff, so I'm kind of used to it.
So Raff and me and Rico have all posted what our waffle looked like. So if you need any persuasion to come on down to 1040 O Street, just off the corner of 11th and O, just look at the photo and get in your vehicle or walk on down.
Do you want to hear about my picture?
Yeah.
So it was my waffle with the Heisman Trophy helmet in the background. And I said, I believe, or I think that Heavenly Waffles is the Heisman Trophy of waffles.
I think it's the Heisman Trophy of breakfast foods in general.
Yes. It's changed my life.
I'll say this, like I'm not the biggest breakfast guy.
I'm not a waffle guy.
I'm not a big
Not a
breakfast
waffle guy.
guy, but I would eat this 10 times out of 10.
Yeah.
Especially with a little bit of chicken on the top. It was sliced up. It was delicious. A little sausage gravy as well. Gravy had a nice little kick to it.
Yeah.
Where it wasn't overpowering, but it was enough
Chicken
to where
was good too.
Yeah, it was all good.
See, like, okay, I'll be honest. In my life, waffles were just how much butter and
There's nothing exciting.
and syrup
These ones are
can
like
I put on them.
pops.
These here, it's like you put on a couple drops of syrup, I'm good.
Yeah.
I can just taste the waffle.
The
So,
waffle's so light and fluffy. And that sounds cliche, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, that's just them
they're
trying to
good.
sell them." No, trust us.
They are good.
We would not
Yeah.
talk about it as much as
Yep.
we are if it
And
wasn't.
if you
worth
can't make it down here today, Leon's, get to Leon's.
Yep, heavenlywaffles.com as well.
Yep.
Somebody on the text line says, "Come on, guys, I'm trying to lose weight over here." I was too.
Me too.
But then and that's the thing with Heavenly Waffles. It's not junk.
Yep.
It's not junk. It's good stuff for you.
Gluten free. Or some of them are
I
gluten
should say
free.
better for you.
Yeah, they're good.
They're delicious, man.
Give them a shot.
Husker Army asked, how late do the waffles go again? It's from 8 to 11
8
a.m.
to 11. Come on down.
Come on down, hang out. All right, Raffy, what you got for history today?
All right, history today. 1933. The Chicago Bears win their first NFL game, beating the New York Giants 23-21.
Oh, how about that?
The Chicago Bears.
The New York Giants, yep.
I believe they were coached by Papa Bear. I bet Papa Bear was the coach that. Yep, he
Okay.
was. George Hallis. So their first NFL game was today, 23-21. Interesting that they were playing it in mid-April, but, you know, NFL, they just wanted to play.
They just wanted to play. Let them play.
Yeah, yeah. All right, another piece of history today. On this day in 1951, New York Yankee Mickey Mantle plays in his first ever game
For
the New York Yankees.
Goes 1 for 4.
1 for 4.
Mickey Mantle. Yeah, there you go.
Number 7.
That would have been
the second greatest number 7 of all time.
Hold on. So Mickey Mantle's debut, a lot of people don't know this. Just a few years before, I'm pretty sure Jackie Robinson ever got his first ever hit.
Yep. 40. What was that? 40. It was a bunt.
It would have been like 46
47.
or 47.
Yeah, 47.
47.
It was a bunt single.
How about that?
Yep.
There you go.
And then what's funny was, okay, so 51, he went 1 for 4. So I'm assuming it's probably a single because they never really said. But in 1953, on the same exact day, Mickey Mantle hits a 565-foot home run in Washington's DC's Griffith Stadium. 565 feet.
Yeah.
I saw there was a college baseball player this weekend that hit one over the scoreboard. Florida.
Or yeah, what did I say?
No, I was just saying who he played for. You said you had the name right.
Yeah, Florida's Jack Caglianone. Incredible. He showed out in Omaha at the College World Series before as well. But yeah, hit it over the scoreboard in right center field in Florida. There was also one yesterday at Texas A&M that hit over the right field fence during rush hour. And there's a road that separates, a pretty busy main road that separates Kyle Field, the football facility, and the baseball stadium. There's a pretty popular stretch of road there, and it was full of cars because it was rush hour traffic.
Got
the
'em.
ball bounced on the street over the cars.
Hello.
It missed all the cars, bounced over it and over the vehicles. But the ball was, hit out of the stadium.
There was this has been 25, 26 years ago when Nebraska played at Buck Belzer Field.
Mm-hmm.
And they used to have that road. Well, that road's still there. Actually, it's the one that's by the football complex on the south side there.
Yes.
And they were playing a Nebraska baseball game, and a Nebraska baseball player hit the ball, and it went through the windshield of a car driving down that road.
Oh, no way.
And made ESPN's top 10. And
It would be terrifying.
oh yeah, baseball.
Just you're just driving along, minding your business, and then all of a sudden a baseball hits the windshield.
If anybody on the text line remembers the year and the person who hit it, that's what I'm talking about.
That'd be great.
That's baseball knowledge.
That'd be incredible. Yeah, there was even a 4 home run hit last night down in Haymarket Park. It was over the bathroom.
Oh yeah, I saw that
in left field.
Yep.
It went over the bathroom building. So, any more history for us?
I got one more piece of history. This is just a funny piece of history. 1999 NFL draft. Can you tell me who the first pick by the Cleveland Browns was?
Cleveland Browns, probably a quarterback.
Yep.
Since it's funny, it's probably somebody that did not have an illustrious career.
You're on your way.
I do not have a guess though.
From the University of Kentucky,
Tim Couch.
There you go. Boom.
Yep.
Did not have the illustrious career.
Nope. Yep. Quarterback. There it is. So 1999 on this day. A week from tomorrow, NFL draft.
Yeah.
Up in Detroit.
Denver Broncos select Brock Bowers, Georgia. No.
What pick do the Broncos have this year?
Number 12, but there's talk that he might try to move up to get a quarterback. I'm just not sold on.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm scared.
You're gonna have to move up quite a bit to get into a stretch of guys that you could really feel like can turn your franchise around.
I think they just get Brock Bowers and then get Quinn Ewers next year and call it good.
Okay.
But well.
Big Quinn Ewers guy. Any birthdays?
Celebrating
other than Jake Sorensen's wonderful baby girl.
Yes, congratulations again. Having a 63rd birthday today. The left-hander from the University of Maryland, former Cincinnati Bengals, number 7 at quarterback, Boomer Esiason.
Yep.
63. And Boomer, all the stuff that he's done for CF, the Boomer Esiason Foundation, raised over hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars.
Works with Remington closely,
yep,
correct?
Dave used to be the president of the organization. It's cool. I've never met Boomer personally, but I feel like through meeting Dave, just the type of person that Boomer is. And I would think I will meet Boomer at some point, but just amazing work that Boomer's done. So I just wanted to wish Boomer Esiason a very happy birthday.
There you go. All right, Raffy.
All right.
What do we got coming up in the 9 o'clock hour?
Oh, we had a Nebraska football press conference yesterday, so we could talk some Coach Rule and the team. So we'll throw it a break. This is The Drive, 93.7, The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Buckle up and hang on. This is going to be a good one.
The fans of Kansas Speedway know how to have a good time. One that celebrates fantastic finishes and family-friendly facilities. Trading paint.
We got feuding
and tailgating tradition. Burnouts, beer, and barbecue. Oh, it'll for sure be a good time, and you are all invited. NASCAR weekend at Kansas Speedway, May 4th and 5th. Get your tickets now at kansasspeedway.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and our annual spring sales event is now underway. We have absolutely huge savings right now at Koppel. New Sierras and new Silverados have a double whammy. Choose from APR starting at 1.9% or discounts over $9,000. Yes, that's right, 1.9% APR or discounts of over $9,000. So please take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street just south of the interstate or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska or online in your own home. Learn to ride a motorcycle, how to start a small business, how to dance, or take a course to advance in your current career path. See the full schedule of continuing education classes online at southeast.edu/continuing. SCC, your path to possible.
When we're looking out for a homeowner, we're always keeping their budget in mind. We try to maximize things that are important to them.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
So we really try to maximize the size because 5 years from now, you can't just make your house bigger. The one thing I can tell you is that most builders in Lincoln, we all are about the same price. The difference comes in the products that we put in and the way we put in those products.
The old saying, you get what you pay for, is pretty accurate when you're building a home. If you put nicer windows in and you put nicer cabinets, it's going to cost a little bit more. You know, if those things are important to you, then you want to do it. We can try to incorporate in your floor plan and get a house that you're going to be happy with.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
Here you go. Coffee's on me and my new BFF. I thought I was your best friend forever. BFF like best financial friend at Members Own Credit Union. Right now, they're offering $100 when you consolidate or transfer a loan or an existing credit card balance and meet requirements. Plus, you get great rates and free advice from a financial partner that will put you first. That sounds like a match made in heaven. Members Own Credit Union is the type of bestie you can count on. Get started today at memberzonecu.org/BFF. Limitations may apply. Equal housing opportunity.
Whether you're looking for a place to stay for a concert at PBA, a Nebraska home game, or just a night on the town, the Courtyard Lincoln Downtown Haymarket is the place for you. Enjoy an evening at one of many restaurants or bars within a short walking distance. Business travelers at the hotel will enjoy free high-speed internet access, a 24-hour business center, and large in-room workstations. And check out the bistro, where you'll enjoy healthier food and beverage options, as well as high-tech conveniences. Book your room today at the Courtyard Lincoln Downtown Haymarket.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
I called. You didn't return the call. Called a couple times yesterday. No, nothing.
But I did crickets. Hold it. I called first, and then I got this. I don't know where Sip was. If you're in the bathroom, I get he goes, hey, hang tight. I'm writing right now. And I don't know. I'm like, why are you whispering to me? He said it just like that. Hey, sit tight on that one. I'm writing right now. And I'm like, what is he doing? Is he in the bathroom or what? Where are you at?
Can you give us the scoop on what happened?
Yeah, where were you when I called you? Because I did call you back. Hang tight. Hang tight. I'm writing.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
Hey, Husker Nation. Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and our annual spring sales event is now underway. We have absolutely huge savings right now at Koppel. New Sierras and new Silverados have a double whammy. Choose from APR starting at 1.9% or discounts over $9,000. Yes, that's right, 1.9% APR or discounts of over $9,000. So please take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street just south of the interstate, or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
Welcome to The Drive with AD Raff and Amon Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach Amon Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Wednesday. It's Heavenly Waffles Wednesday. And Hour 2 is proudly sponsored by Doors Plus. If your garage door needs maintenance or you need an entirely new garage door, give Cameron Hall and his team a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus is locally owned and handles everything from residential or commercial garage doors, garage door openers, safety tune-ups, or custom design. Visit DoorsPlusLLC.com to learn more. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
So, Raff,
boom.
The Ticket just posted a Twitter post of a peanut butter and jelly style waffle.
Hello.
This looks incredible.
Yeah.
I'll move it up there.
Yeah.
You can somewhat see it if you're on the video stream. I know there's no video component
elsewhere.
I need this. A
I need this
a PB
in
and
my
J
life.
style heavenly waffle. They also came out with chocolate espresso pancakes.
Yep.
I cannot get over this.
Yep.
Man, grab yourself some heavenly
And
waffles.
also too, the guy who hit the windshield, Judd
Yeah.
Dalton,
There you
David
go.
from Renew,
There it is.
Mr. Encyclopedia Britannica.
I just can't get over this picture of the PB and J style
Yeah.
waffle.
Yeah.
That is just incredible.
I think it was a few weeks back about the peanut butter and jelly buffalo wings. They're good.
I didn't know about that.
They're good.
Dang.
They're good.
All right. Well, there you go. You
good.
learn something new every day.
Yeah.
I will say Heavenly Waffles gets me out of my comfort zone
Yeah.
when it comes to eating stuff on a
Your
waffle.
palate.
Yeah, because like you mentioned just a little bit ago, I'm good with just butter and syrup. I'll
Yeah.
be happy with butter and syrup. But man, I would have never thought about putting like this sausage gravy, fennel sausage gravy on a waffle, then slicing up a chicken tender with it.
So you never had chicken and waffles before?
Never had chicken and waffles. It was never really appealing to me.
I never really thought much of it until I had it. And I was like, oh my gosh, chicken and waffles. That's what I'm talking about.
It is incredible.
That's what today's waffles reminded me of, chicken and waffles.
It was incredible
Then
today.
with a little bit of gravy.
We just can't thank Chef Bob and his wonderful wife Kathy
They're awesome.
for their support of the station, providing us Heavenly Waffles every Wednesday, providing you guys Heavenly Waffles for a small price every single Wednesday as well. They come in, they set up. That's one of the great things about our space now is that we can just let this happen.
Yep.
So come on out and hang out with us. They're here till 11 a.m. All right, Raff. So let's talk a little Husker football.
Nebraska foosball.
Here is one thing that Matt Rule said, and we got to talk quarterbacks. How did they handle the scrimmage? Here's what the Husker head coach had to say.
I thought they were really good. It's a really hard defense to go against, and I thought we protected the ball well, which is the first thing, right? Like we're on a mission to be in the positive territory on turnover margin. So I think there was only one turnover on the day, through a lot of reps. I thought they handled all the pressures. I thought they adjusted all the different things. But the biggest thing is, get into the stadium for the first time and I put crowd noise on, so you can't have coaches out there like, no, cut your split. Coaches are the worst. So they want to tell guys what to do. So I put crowd noise on so you couldn't hear from the sideline. And, it's just wanted to test the guys and see what they knew. And a lot of things to work on, but a lot of positive things. So I think we've made a lot of strides in a short amount of time.
He mentions it was the hard defense to go against. Nebraska's defense ranked 11th in total defense in 2023. So, I mean, he's got a point there. They've had a couple of guys graduate, a couple of new faces on that defense. A couple of guys, most notably Marquise Buford Jr., fully returning from injury as well in that secondary. So, absolutely right about that. I think with the quarterbacks, right, when you look at this offense, there's a lot of new faces that you're expecting to play some prominent roles, whether that's Dante Dowdell from the running back from Oregon, whether that's Jamal Banks and Isaiah Nayor, even if that's Micah Mazuka up front on the offensive line. You have all those potentially newer faces to Nebraska, but then you're also installing a new quarterback in Dylan Raiola or Danny Kaelin. And this isn't like a slight to Heinrich Harburg saying that he's not going to win the job. I think just being realistic, and we've seen enough of Heinrich Harburg to know kind of what you get out of him.
Yep.
Maybe Glenn Thomas can change that a little bit and improve Heinrich Harburg, but I would give the edge as it stands right now to obviously Dylan Raiola. Yep. So you're installing a new quarterback will go under that thought process. There's a lot of changes going to probably be coming to Nebraska going forward here. It's very important to, as he said, take care of that football.
And one of the things too that caught my attention is we talk a lot about, the physical traits of Dylan Raiola, and we talk about the throwing abilities being elite 11 quarterback of Daniel Kaelin.
Yes.
But what hasn't really been talked about a ton is their knowledge of the game. Great credit to Kaelin's high school coach, Warren Academy, John Teaglin, quarterbacks coach up there. Dylan Raiola, all the people that he's worked with, not only in Georgia, but, he's worked with the Orlovskis and he's worked with people like that. And we heard Mike Minter say it last week, talking about them switching offensive line coverages and stuff, protecting against the blitzes and stuff like that. Going against Tony White's defense, it's known for, throwing some exotic blitzes and stuff out like that. That only helps Nebraska that they have that knowledge. And then Coach Rowe mentioned that Ben Scott sat out the scrimmage. They're sort of on a pitch count.
Yeah.
So if you've got these quarterbacks that usually your center is kind of like the guy that's kind of your captain of your offensive line. So that puts more stuff on these quarterback shoulders. So I like hearing that. I love hearing the knowledge that these quarterbacks have. It's early. I mean, these guys are true freshmen, and that even Mike Minter said that that they're making offensive line calls, which usually a true freshman quarterback you do not see that happening a ton.
It's interesting because, and although it's early in the season, I think the pitch count thing, an interesting angle could be to that. It gives guys, the ones, a chance to work with twos and vice versa. Injuries happen a lot, and they have happened to Nebraska quite a bit over the last couple of years at some pretty key positions. And I think you could argue that Nebraska's in a spot as a program where it can't afford, as they build this culture and program and so on, they're in a spot where they really can't afford many injuries. They had quite a few on the offense last year, especially at the wide receiver position with like Isaiah Garcia Castaneda and such, but they can't afford that this year. Like if you wanted to make the necessary strides in this new landscape of the Big Ten Conference, you need to try to be as healthy as possible or limit the drop in skill level, in talent, in production between 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Like obviously, sorry to interrupt you.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. From quarterbacks, it's easy to tell. What about offensive line?
Yeah.
What about wide receivers? That production level can't drop dramatically as it has in the years past with quarterbacks that are easy to see, whether it was from Adrian Martinez to Luke McCaffrey or Adrian Martinez to Chubb, or whatever the case may be, Casey Thompson, to Chubba. You can't have this dramatic drop off. Not only just at the quarterback position, but also offensive line, wide receiver, and so on.
Yeah, and he mentioned it also too, that these guys have started multiple years, so there's really nothing new that you're going to see out of them in a scrimmage. But giving these opportunities to the younger players, those Justin Evans Jenkins, I forgot. There's another guy that was playing.
Well, I mean, you can. I mean, there's Sam Sledge. There's Henry Latofsky.
These guys.
There's multiple. Grant Bricks, even, who has such high expectations.
More snaps.
Not game time though.
And I would assume that Bricks this year, if they have their way with it, where they could play him in just the 4 games and and save his red shirt and pack more weight on him, because one of the things we heard about Bricks when he was coming out of high school was he ran from a run-oriented offense.
Yeah.
So we know that the run blocking's there. Now it's just working on that pass pro, and the more reps he gets with that, the better he's going to get. So
that it feels like Nebraska is finally in a position, and this goes to credit to Donovan Raiola first and foremost. It feels like Nebraska is finally in a spot with the offensive line where they'll be able to afford having a guy like Grant Bricks be a red shirt, right?
Yeah.
And vice versa. They weren't able to afford that when Turner Corcoran and Bryce Benhart and those guys came into the fold. So granted, barring injuries, let's hope, Nebraska can stay healthy for the most part and go about their business. But the pitch count, it's going to stink because we probably won't get to see a lot of guys like Jamal Banks in the spring game and Isaiah Nayor and the other 6 guys that Matt Rule specifically mentioned that are on a pitch count, whether that's Ben Scott, whether that's Bryce Benhart, Isaac Gifford, Nash Hutmacher, Ty Robinson, Ty Robinson, a couple of those guys. Probably not going to see a ton of those guys in the spring game next Saturday, which is going to be a bummer for Husker fans. But for long-term and for health purposes, I'm okay with saying sit out the spring game for a portion of it, get healthy for the fall.
And I will say this too.
Stay healthy.
It is refreshing for Nebraska football to actually be able to name off like 10 serviceable potential offensive linemen.
Yeah.
I mean, looking back over the years, I was like, you're lucky to name 1 or 2. Now we name off like 10, and we haven't even seen like the Sledges and the Gatulas and what they, I mean, giving them that opportunity last year to sit out. They played in the 4 games.
Yeah.
We got to preserve their red shirts. They got to work in the weight room. That's going to be that's going to pay off so much for Nebraska. And if they continue to get this system, in place the way they want it, to where we can bring in the Grant Brickses and have them play like the 4 games, 5th game on the bowl game. Hopefully, fingers crossed. You're just going to build that's the way you rebuild. They always talk about the quote unquote, the pipeline.
Yeah.
Well, that's how you build your pipeline, is you don't rush your guys in right away on the offensive line. You give them a chance to get used to the speed of college football, to put on some more weight, to get, so it should pay off. They can.
Well, how about this, Raff? I mean, to that point of being able to just name a handful of guys, I think it illustrates how far Nebraska got away.
Yeah.
I think that this is a normal thing. Like being able to name a group for other Power 5 institutions, specifically in a conference like the Big Ten and or SEC. This is a normal thing. Like nobody else, very few schools, I should say, are sitting here having the same conversation that we're having right now.
Correct.
Because this type of conversation was applicable for schools like, I don't want to use Alabama because they're the top of the echelon. This was normal for Oklahoma. This was normal for Texas. This was normal for Michigan, Ohio State. These are normal conversations. This isn't a conversation piece of, yeah, thankfully, this offensive line has depth. We have a handful of guys that we feel good about. Nebraska, the only reason we're talking about this is because they were so far away from that.
Yeah.
But finally they've gotten back.
Yep.
Maybe does it play out on the field? Is Nebraska going to be a top 10 offensive line unit? Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah.
But at least for the conversations that are applicable and relevant in spring ball,
yeah,
we're finally able to have that conversation.
And there's finally some continuity in the plan. For a while there, it was just like, throw him in. And
let's hit the portal.
They're like, what's the plan?
Yep.
What is the plan here? So, yeah, I'm excited to see, and I think the people, the spring game, you will see, the Ben Scotts. You'll see them, I think, for a couple possessions.
Because you don't want to just not hide them, but you don't want them to not be.
Yeah, and
hit.
you want them to give them that feel of play to getting a little bit. And also, too, these guys have been participating for all spring ball. You think that they want to sit out and just watch when the lights are on and the crowd is there? So lights are
going to be on at 11 a.m., huh?
It might. Heck yeah, you always turn on the lights are always on at Memorial Stadium.
There you go.
Spotlight.
There it is.
Memorial Stadium.
When we return, I want to talk wide receivers because Rule had some comments.
Are we brothers?
No, had some comments on veteran wide receivers and leadership and such. Nebraska was extremely young in the wide receiver room last year outside of Billy Kemp, and the play on the field piece wasn't necessarily there for Billy Kemp last season. I think it's going to be a different story this year with Jamal Banks, potentially Isaiah Neyor. But I want to get your thoughts on that, Raff, and let's hear what the head coach had to say when we come back, man.
All right, we'll throw it a break. This is The Drive, 93.7, The Ticket.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, and our annual spring sales event is now underway. We have absolutely huge savings right now at Coppell. New Sierras and new Silverados have a double whammy. Choose from APR starting at 1.9% or discounts over $9,000. Yes, that's right, 1.9% APR or discounts of over $9,000. So please take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street just south of the interstate, or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Highball Bar in downtown Lincoln is open and located just north of 11th and O Street. Highball Bar offers a vibe and atmosphere like no other, making it the perfect place to grab a drink or beverage before kickoff on April 27th. Not heading downtown for the spring game? Visit the Highball Bar for daily specials, live music, and much more. Spend your spring game Saturday just north of 11th and O and within walking distance of Memorial Stadium at the Highball Bar in downtown Lincoln.
Hey guys, Jake Sorensen here from Early Break. The garage door at our house has been needing replacement for a couple years, and a few months ago, we finally did something about it. Steve's Garage Doors and Services was great through the whole process in providing options and also going to the next level to get a door that was approved by our HOA. And best of all, the removal of the old door and installation of the new door was done smoothly with no issues. Call Steve's Garage Doors and Services today at 402-480-2840.
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies, and it will be breezy. An afternoon high around 73. Tonight, a chance of showers and storms, low around 45. But tomorrow, we'll see a few showers in the morning, then gradually becoming partly sunny by the afternoon. See a high around 58. I'm meteorologist Kyle Klecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Lincoln, you wanted more sweet and spice in your life, and now you've got it. At Wings and Rings, their brand new Hot Honey has all of Lincoln buzzing. Try their one-of-a-kind house-made sauce on the brand new Hot Honey Chicken Sandwich or their Hot Honey Shrimp and Slaw. And of course, you can get it on the traditional, boneless, or smoked wings that have made Wings and Rings your go-to neighborhood spot. Hot Honey was supposed to be gone on April 1st, but they're extending it indefinitely. So stop by Wings and Rings at one of their 2 Lincoln locations today, on O Street and on Village Lane.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Join us each Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon for Youth Football 101 with Tank Perry of the Nebraska Red Wolves of 7-on-7 football. The future of the sport depends on the foundation set at a young age. Hear those stories and more each Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
You never think cancer will happen to you. I smoked for over 40 years. My doctor recommended that I get annual lung cancer screening. They were able to catch my cancer at stage 1. It's never too late to quit. Even if you're still smoking, you need to ask your doctor about annual lung cancer screening. Just 30 minutes a year could save your life.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
On the Block with Strick and Austin.
When you're in New York, Nick, in New York,
I mean, you're talking about, you see mafioso types. You go into a restaurant and you would literally eat. Hey, come on over here. You know, they I don't know how to say it. I don't got the accent, but they would say, come, Skid, come here, come over. Have a drink on me. And what are you going to do? Say no?
You not say
You
no
don't
to that
say no
drink.
to the drink. You don't say no.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Amon Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Let it marinate.
Let it marinate.
Let
Exactly.
it marinate.
This is like just a nice juicy piece of steak. We're just letting it marinate.
Oh man, I have not had a really good steak in a long time.
Well, if you weren't leaving town, I would offer to grill one for you, but you're leaving town.
You would grill me a steak?
Absolutely. I was just talking about the Blackstone earlier today on early break.
Wow. But I've not had a really good steak. I can't even remember the last time. Oh, yeah, I do. North 40 Chop House, North Platte. That was the last
Wow.
good steak. So that was last
You
year.
know it's a good place when they describe themselves as a chop house.
Yeah. Last June. Man, that's been a while ago. Do I go again this year?
I don't know. Do you?
I don't know.
Where's the State Fairs in Grand Island, obviously?
Well, no, North Platte is when Nebraska Land Days.
North Platte is Nebraska Land.
Be out there June 14th again.
Gotcha.
Here we go.
Let's party. Oh, let's talk wide receivers, huh?
Wide receivers.
Shall we? We shall. All right. Our can veteran wide receivers lead the room past their deficiencies? Let's see what Matt Rule had to say.
I think older players, especially new older players, I think the only thing they can really they really mentor in is just in terms of like handling the pressure, handling the workload, and then the off the field stuff. I think in terms of beating press and all that, I think it's got to be Garrett. Now Alex, because he's been here. And then once you've kind of taught it, then your older players start, but they're so new to the program, just, learning how we do things, learning how we teach things. And again, because we're not seeing a ton of it, I've had to, I manufactured some of it today, but, as I've said before, Jamal's been great to have in the room, a guy who's had that much production. I think the biggest lesson that Jamal shows the guys is I've had a ton of production, yet I come into work every day and, grind. He works his tail off. And so I think that's a really important lesson, that as you have success, you don't arrive. As you have success, you continue to work to have more success. And that's what I see from Jamal.
So there it is. Jamal Banks, former Wake Forest guy. I don't know. I think I was having this conversation earlier on the morning show about just Nebraska's history with transfer portal wide receivers. And it was like, you go from Samari Toure to Trey Palmer. And you have two splendid seasons out of those guys. Yeah. Samari did it out of FCS level. And then you had Trey Palmer, who was unproven, but did a part of it at LSU in a Power 5 setting. But then they really broke out. Both of them did, and have ultimately got to the NFL because of it. Then last year, you have a guy in Billy Kemp who was experienced, but stats didn't jump off the page.
And he was injured. He
was banged up, but I think he was just very undersized.
Yeah.
He was very undersized for the Big Ten. The staff so often preaches speed, agility, quickness, lateral movement, things like that. And it didn't feel like Billy, and maybe this was because of health reasons, just didn't have it. Didn't have that burst that we see out of like a Jalen Lloyd or maybe even a Malachi Coleman. Jamal Banks is different, a little bit bigger of a dude. I see Jamal having more of a Samari Toure type of year than a Billy Kemp type of season.
Yeah. Well, and also too, Jamal's coming in all ACC guy.
You're right.
And he's going to be able to bring stuff to that room, that, like, I'll be honest with you. I think you're going to see breakout years out of both Lloyd and Malachi. I think they got the taste of it. Lloyd especially, he had some big plays last year, 4 50-yard plays.
That's right.
He's got a taste of it. So I think you had Banks, who's going to bring that experience in, teach them more, like Coach Rule said, about how he comes to work every day. Well, these younger players see that. But I also think getting the taste of the playing time that they got last year, I think that's going to be very advantageous for both Lloyd and Malachi. And it looks like Malachi's been in the weight room a little bit too. There's a picture floating around the internet of him, and that to me, when you see those kind of differences, that's showing, a commitment to your craft. So
well, that should be the I'm not saying like that's not something to hang your hat on.
Yeah.
That needs to be the expectation going forward.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think having that taste of getting to play last year and seeing that they can be integral parts to this.
Yes.
And I mean, let's be honest here. I'll be totally honest. Nebraska's gonna be throwing the ball a little bit this year too. And that lights up these receivers' eyes, knowing they're going to be seeing the ball, and they're going to be seeing the ball in spots to where they can make plays. Because I love the accuracy, of Dylan Raiola since he's been a freshman in high school. I've been claiming, he's one of the most accurate, best throwing quarterbacks I'd seen.
Yeah.
And then you got Daniel Kalen, who, like we talked about earlier, Elite 11 quarterback, worked under the tutelage of John Teagland up there at Warren Academy. You've got some accurate quarterbacks. And then you got these big playmaking receivers. You get the ball in their hands in some space and throwing in spots where they can run after the catch. It'll be an exciting year for Nebraska football.
Yeah, I think so too. I think there's certainly things that Nebraska can, and the athletes, the players, can hang the hats on and say, all right, well, this is the effort I've put in, and hopefully it just comes to fruition on Saturdays in the fall. Nebraska's in a really, really, I think, advantageous and productive spot when it comes to wide receivers and roster numbers, just because there's so many of them, right? It's going to be, I think, to an extent, all right, if you don't want to do your job, we'll find somebody that will. And that's not a bad philosophy to have. I don't think. I think it shows and it forces guys to be accountable. It forces them to hold other players accountable as well. I think there's a lot more to it than just, the on the surface, it seeming aggressive and rude to say, all right, if you don't want to do your job, we'll find somebody that will.
Yeah.
So Raffy, a special person just walked into the building.
Who's that?
Bess.
Oh yeah. Bess said he was coming in.
Bess from Florio.
He said he was coming in for some waffles today.
Bess from Florio.
Florio's.
The sponsor of our very next segment.
Yep. Get to Florio's. 14 Pine Lake Road. Get there.
Let's take a break and we'll close out the show and bring in Farley for a little conversation.
All right.
And wrap it up.
All right. Sounds good. We'll throw it a break. It's the Drive 93.7, The Ticket.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Banking should feel personal, not intimidating. At Western National Bank, we're about real connections. Founded by two ordinary guys with an extraordinary vision to know each and every customer personally. Fees, they suck. Avoid all fees with Western National Bank's Compass checking account. No monthly fees, no minimum balances, and get this, 5.12 APY on the first $1,000. Open your Compass checking account online in 5 minutes or less at mywmb.com. Experience the difference with Western National Bank. Visit mywmb.com. Member FDIC.
Join us each Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon for Youth Football 101 with Tank Perry of the Nebraska Red Wolves of 7-on-7 football. The future of the sport depends on the foundation set at a young age. Hear those stories and more each Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon here on 93.7 The Ticket.
When we're looking out for a homeowner, we're always keeping their budget in mind. We try to maximize things that are important to them.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
So we really try to maximize the size because 5 years from now, you can't just make your house bigger. The one thing I can tell you is that most builders in Lincoln, we all are about the same price. The difference comes in the products that we put in and the way we put in those products. The old saying, you get what you pay for, is pretty accurate when you're building a home. If you put nicer windows in and you put nicer cabinets, it's going to cost a little bit more. You know, if those things are important to you, then you want to do it. We can try to incorporate in your floor plan and get a house that you're going to be happy with.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations. Guess what?
What?
There's 5 Lincoln locations now. Oh my gosh. That's 25% more Lincoln locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11th, located right alongside 93.7 The Ticket Studios, 1040 O Street.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Tune in every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. for the Malone Radio Show on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Don't miss the opportunity to learn about the Malone Community Center's goal to eliminate multi-generational poverty in Lincoln and the surrounding area. It's the Malone Radio Show with Executive Director John Goodwin and Sports Director Mike Hunter every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Houses? They're expensive. And once you buy one, you're kind of stuck with it for a while. You need to make sure you get your best house for the best price. You need Ben Bleicher and his team of pros at Professional Realty Group. They'll take the time to figure out what's important for you in your dream home, and they have the expertise to find the hidden issues that could surprise you after the sale. That's professional knowledge, proactive service. We call that potential. Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's home service ambassador. Find more online at prg-ne.com.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
It's $5.99 barbecue time. Hurry to Hog Wild for a complete barbecue meal that's only $5.99. Get a one-meat sandwich loaded with our award-winning barbecue, plus your choice of a classic side and drink for just $5.99. Upgrade your sandwich to beef brisket for just $1 more. Join us for lunch or dinner in Lincoln at 3210 Cornhusker Highway. Order online at gohogwild.com.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Amon Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. This segment is proudly sponsored by Florial's Italian Restaurant and Grill just south of Lincoln Southwest High School on 14th and Pine Lake Road. Florial's Italian Restaurant provides a cozy, family-friendly setting where friends and family can get together, have a great time, enjoy the night, enjoy some Italian food, some Italian wines, I got to do a great read because Bess is in the
Bess is
building.
here. He is listening to you.
He is listening.
He's actually giving you a pretty mean look right now.
He's giving me mean look, thumbs up. No, he's eating some Heavenly Waffles. He's enjoying life. But all you got to do is visit florialsne.com or call 402-423-5576 to make reservations or place takeout orders. If you're looking for some great food, you definitely want to try out Florial's.
There it is.
I
Simple
have
as
yet
that.
to come across anyone that's just been like, I don't like Florial's. Everybody's like, I love Florial's. I'm like, so do I.
Everybody does.
Everyone loves Florial's. We all love Florial's.
You love Florial's?
I love Florial's. You love Florial's.
We all
love Florial's.
Can't believe you butchered it after you just said it on your
I
own.
know. I try so hard.
Anyway, Raff, we're already halfway through the week, man.
I know.
It's kind of bonkers how fast time flies.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Or when you're not having fun. Time flies.
I'm always
Time
having
still
fun.
Flies. All right, what do you got for Raff's good take today? Because Terrell was going to come in.
He was
going to
join us, but he's preparing. He's show prepping right now.
As he sticks a bite of Heavenly Waffles in his mouth.
He is show prepping.
Prep. Yep.
He needs to be able to talk about the waffles.
What do you got today?
All right, everybody. Today's Raff's good take goes to. All right, let's reset this one more time. Today's Raff's good take goes out to Nia Davis,
there it
AD's daughter, celebrating her birthday today. AD, if he was here, he definitely would be in on this. You know, so proud of I'm speaking on behalf of AD right now, but just so proud of Nia and all the great stuff that she's accomplished, what she's going to accomplish. She's one of those people. She reminds me a lot of you, Nick, to where she's younger, but she can carry on a conversation, and she's a good person. I mean, that might be different from you, but she's a good person.
Come on.
But nah. And Nia, you know, she works here now. So
she does.
You guys get a chance to, you know, see that Nia magic. She has that same thing with AD where they light up the room when they're around.
Yeah.
Nia brings that energy. I'm sure she got that. She probably got that from AD. She got her beauty and her greatness from her mother, Brooke.
Really?
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of just Brooke components, not so many AD
Well,
components.
maybe the little AD, but mostly Brooke, because Brooke's awesome.
Very little AD. Very little AD, a lot of Brooke.
So wishing a very happy birthday to Nia. Nia, have a great day.
There it is.
That's
Rafi,
it.
This
That
show
does it.
This show flew on by.
It does. It goes fast.
People have heard me for 4 hours straight now, so I'm going to get off the air.
All right. I might stay for an hour.
It's Rico and Terrell. Bach is out. Rashawn is out. Rico and Terrell taking you through 10 to noon. Then it's going to be Steve Taylor at from 12 to 1. And then we're back from 1 to 2. And then
Boom.
The normal afternoon program with On the Block and Old School.
All right. Well, that's the way we go.
There you go.
Everyone, as I say every day, but I mean it a lot today, more than normal. Be nice to each other. Get your Heavenly Waffles. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
If the week's been too hectic to